Good day, folks, and welcome back to Ed's Garage at Merton Hyundai. Today we're looking at a used car. This is the 2017 Chevy Volt. So the reason I'm making this video is because I want to answer the question, is a used plug-in hybrid a good idea? And this is a perfect example of a good used plug-in hybrid. It's got 143,000 kilometers on it. So the battery probably has a little bit of degradation, but is it bad enough that, it warrants not purchasing the vehicle? Well, my question today is going to be answered because I'm taking this vehicle home. Now, I live about 70 kilometers there and back, so 35 kilometers there, 35 kilometers back. I'm going to take it home, drive it back tomorrow, and we'll see what it looks like. All right, so having said that, that's the battery and that's the range, but what about the rest of the car? The features, what it comes with and whatnot. This is a 2017. Is it worth spending the money on this vehicle? Now, in British Columbia, there's actually a tax benefit on used plug-in hybrids. It's 7% less tax. We don't pay our provincial sales tax on plug-in hybrid vehicles, only our GST, our goods and services tax. So that's one benefit. The second benefit is if you're on a high occupancy vehicle lane, you can actually drive in that lane by yourself. You don't need anyone else in the vehicle. So that's kind of cool. You do need a sticker for that. But yeah, let's go over the feature of this vehicle and see if it's actually worth it. All right, so starting at the back, I'm going to go ahead and open up the trunk here and see what kind of space we have in it. I'd say that's pretty reasonable. That's about as much as you would get in pretty much any other hatchback. On the left-hand side here, you've got a little bit of extra storage. It's missing a cover that would normally go there. On the right-hand side, depending on the trim level, sometimes you'll have a subwoofer there. Now, the seats are a 60-40 split, and when the seats go down, let's have a look if it goes down flat. Yeah, it actually goes down pretty flat. It's a little bit of a bump there, not huge, but I'd say that's quite a usable amount of space. And of course, because it is a hatchback, this trunk lid or hatch lid does come up quite far and offers a lot of space to get your stuff loaded in. Now, this vehicle does have a backup camera, as you can see right here, but let's go around to the side and check this out. It does have proximity entry, which is nice, and you can actually push any one of the door handle buttons to get into the vehicle. Now, aluminum alloy wheels. These are, let's see, they are a 17-inch wheel, so yeah, reasonably nice looking wheels. On the mirrors, nothing special, no blind spot monitoring, anything on this trim. Got the Volt badge there. Got projection headlights. A little bit of damage there we got to fix still. But yeah, let's jump in the back seat and see what kind of space we got. All right, now the Chevy Volt is a smaller car. It's a compact, but as far as the back seat goes, I'd say it's reasonable. It's what you would expect in a compact sort of hatchback kind of style vehicle. It's a bit tight back here. It's not too bad though. Now it does have 5 seats, but the center seat is a little awkward because you got to have kind of your legs on either side of the console. Of course, the battery is running through the length of the center console here. You do have 2 cup holders here and a 12-volt outlet for charging phones and whatnot. Looks like we got grab handles on just the back portion, so nothing in the front. LED lighting in the ceiling here. And let's see, yep, we do have a center armrest, and it is quite cushy and pretty comfortable. The seats themselves are actually quite comfortable. Kind of a bucket seat. You really sit kind of down and back. So yeah, pretty comfortable seats. The backs of the front seats, unfortunately, are not solid. However, they do have pockets here to store stuff. Now, you can see the front seat here is quite a bit further back. Now, being 6'2" and problems with my back means this seat needs to lean back quite far. So I could definitely sit a little bit further forwards. I would say this is probably, the worst I would have it in. So it's not bad. I could still sit behind myself, but probably not for too long. All right, now having a look in the front. Now this vehicle, even though it's from 2017, actually does have a remarkable amount of technology. Let's jump in and have a look. First off, we do have height adjustment on the driver's seat, and it is a manual seat in this trim level, but as far as some of the other features, I'd say it's actually pretty good. You can see on the steering wheel, lots of different functionality. Let's go ahead and fire up the car here. Now it is plugged in, so I don't know how much we're allowed to do while it's plugged in. Interesting. I can actually do everything. Weird. All right. So it doesn't seem to have any sort of protection from driving off with the cable plugged in. That's interesting. I wonder what happens if I put it into reverse. Oh, there's the protection. I can't put it into reverse. Cool. Now, on the steering wheel, you notice we have a heated steering wheel, and I'm happy to report that it is the entire thing, all the way around, is heated. You do have cruise control. You got some navigation buttons here for your infotainment system. You got voice recognition. Now, this is pretty cool. This one does have phone projection, so Android Auto. Not 100% certain about CarPlay. I believe it has CarPlay, but it definitely has Android Auto, as I have tried it out, and it works. You got navigation buttons for your center screen and the hang-up button there. Now, the voice recognition does have the built-in system.
Say a command or say help. Speech session ended.
Which works pretty good. And also, when you hold that down, of course, that accesses your voice assistant from your cell phone. Looking down at the center console, you can see we've got different drive modes here. So if I go through the different modes, basically, just zoom in a little bit there. Don't mind the flickering. It doesn't actually do that in person. So you got normal, sport, mountain, and hold. Now, normal basically is going to utilize as much of the EV range as possible before it switches over to hybrid mode. Sport is going to switch over to hybrid mode pretty much right away and combine the electric and gas engines together. Mountain, I believe, uses the gas engine as a generator, but then continues to propel the vehicle on electric mode, but I don't know exactly what hold does. Guys, if you know how those different drive modes work, please don't hesitate to comment down below. I sell Hyundais for a living, and I don't recall exactly what those things do. But so yeah, different drive modes, traction control, of course, power e-brake. Right up in the front here, you've got a 12-volt power outlet, which I'm having trouble accessing. There we go. And then you got two USB ports, the top one being for the Android Auto. It does have automatic climate control, which is nice, and an eco mode for the climate control too. So you can actually reduce how much energy the climate control system uses. You've got heated seats on both sides. And then check this out, a nice beautiful 8-inch infotainment screen. And it doesn't have built-in navigation in this particular trim. However, you do have OnStar navigation, but of course you have to sign up for OnStar for that. You have energy information, so you can actually see how many kilometers are being used on electric and gas and such, and how much is being used by the climate control. So a lot of good information in here. Check this out. This is kind of giving you a live sort of score of how good you're driving and how economically you're driving. Under the, let's turn that down. Sorry about that. In the audio screen, you do have, of course, your presets along the bottom here. And this one, as I mentioned, does have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. I believe it has Apple CarPlay anyway. But this, of course, being the radio. So tuning via FM. And check this out. You can actually kind of scroll through here. Of course, you also have AM. And I believe this has satellite radio as well. Let's have a quick look, see what we got here. So we got tone settings. Okay, there we go. Cool. So you got your equalizer there. Yeah, guys, again, I don't sell GM, so I'm not exactly sure how everything works in here, to be completely honest. Direct tune, so you can switch to, I'm trying to figure out how to switch to AM, but I don't see the option here. Oh, here we go. Radio, there's our satellite radio, and then our AM stations. Perfect, so that's how that works. You got your phone screen, of course. See, my phone is currently connected.
Say call followed by the speech session ended. Goodbye.
That's just a quick way to access the voice recognition. We got a compass in here as well. There's a call for OnStar if you want for navigation. And then this one does do text messaging as well. So if you get a text message, it'll actually send it to you on the screen. You can read it from here, or you can actually play it back and send basic responses. Now, of course, with Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, you don't need to do that. You can just use the voice assistant to do all of that. So yeah, pretty cool. Now, on the back of the steering wheel right here, there's actually a little paddle, and that's for regenerative braking. So while you can drive in low to increase the amount of regen when you let off the accelerator, you can also pull this paddle here to bring the vehicle to almost a complete stop. I think it does eventually come to a complete stop, but it takes a bit too long, I find. But that'll slow you down quite quickly. And then on this side, you've got buttons for volume. I'm not sure if you can see that from where I got the camera here, but that's for the volume for the stereo. It does also have tilt and telescopic steering. So yeah, pretty comfortable. The seats, I gotta say, are actually very comfortable. It's got very good lower back support. It's not adjustable lower back support, but it's quite comfortable. The headrests do go in and out. There's a button on the side, and I believe, let's see here. Yeah, I'm just moving it up and down using the button on the side. The sun visors do slide out as well, so that's good to see. And they've both got mirrors as well. No lights on this particular trim level though. All right, so I'm going to take this for a drive now. And then I'm going to take it home once the battery's fully charged and bring it back tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes. Well, driving the Chevy Volt, I actually had an opportunity to do a quick video here as I'm currently waiting for a train anyway. But as you can see, I've got 43.8 kilometers of used range here. Now, that's what I've driven, and I still have 41 kilometers actually left on the charge according to this screen down here. So it says EV range 41 kilometers, and you can see I've gone 43.7. So I'd say that this battery is in pretty good health. I mean, that's 84.7, and these are supposed to have, I think, 83 kilometers of range on average. So I'm going to get to my destination and see what it says. You can see here I've used 0 gas on this particular trip. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And I gotta say, the vehicle is quite comfortable. This seat is really quite comfortable, and the armrests are nice and cushy as well. So it's not bad. I would definitely consider this vehicle personally. All right, so I made it to work this morning. Let's see. So I drove a total of 69.3 kilometers, and I still have 16 kilometers of EV range left. And you can see I have used absolutely 0 fuel. So that looks like 85.3 kilometers. Is that right? 69, 79, the opposite. Yeah, 85.3 kilometers of total range expected by the system. All right, so is the 2017 Chevy Volt a good alternative to a EV if you're looking for something used and something inexpensive? Well, this vehicle is currently listed at $26,000, and even though it's got 141,000 kilometers, most of those kilometers were driven on full electric mode. The gas engine doesn't have nearly that many kilometers on it. So yeah, I'd say definitely it's a good option. It's inexpensive, it's got good range for a plug-in hybrid, and that battery seems like it's in really good health. So guys, I hope this video helped you out if you're looking at used Chevy Volts. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave a comment below, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Thanks so much and have a great day.